Hi guys, my name is Val. If you're seeing my video for the first time, you're welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. So today's video is going to be a bridal glowy makeup look. So stay tuned to see how this look was created. First, I'll be cleansing her face with Julie Diamond micellar water. You need to work on a clean canvas, so this step is very important. Up next, I'll be using moisturizer from the same brand, Julie Diamond Cosmetics. Irrespective of your skin type, your skin needs to be properly moisturized. So I'll be working in my moisturizer all over her skin, making sure that the skin absorbs it very well. I'll be applying a lip balm on her lips because you don't want to be working on a tacky lips as well. Up next, I'll be using this sweat block from Julie Diamond Cosmetics. I'll be applying it all over her face apart from under her eyes because under the eyes doesn't need primer or any other products apart from moisturizer. Okay, I'll be drying it down. Up next, I'll be using this primer from Blossom Makeup. I'll be using it on her brows to prime her brows to eliminate greasiness around the brows. Next, I'll be using this hydrating spray from Cosmetics because I'm going for a glowy finish. I'll dry it down. So up next, I'll be using these two foundations from Jadre's Cosmetics and Illegal. I'll be mixing the two of them to get her perfect shade. So I'll be applying it with my brush first and then I'll be blending it perfectly with my beauty blender. You see the way the skin is glowing. This is exactly what I was going for. Up next, I'll be using this concealer from Blossom Makeup. This concealer is not this yellow, but my lightning was making it look yellow. So I'll be spreading it out with a brush. Then I'll be blending it in with my beauty blender. So I start blending from the corners, then I'll work my way into the inner corners of the eyes. Like I said, spread out with a brush first, then blend out with your beauty blender. I'll be applying the concealer on her forehead, then I'll be bringing it down to the bridge of her nose using a brush. I'll spread it out, then as always, I'll blend it out using my beauty blender. Up next, I'll be applying my cream blush. This cream blush is from Some Moon Beauty powder palette. So I went heavy on the blush because I don't want to do a powder blush. This way, even if I set the face with a powder, my blush will still be peeking through. Up next, I'll be contouring the nose using a foundation that is a shade darker than her complexion. So I'll be placing it with a brush, then I'll be blending it out with a beauty blender. I love working with a brush, then a beauty blender. It's easier for me that way, you know. So I'll be blending it out seamlessly like so. Up next, I'll be setting the under eyes and the highlighted areas with this powder from Dabel Cosmetics. I'll be, building it up. I don't like pack it at once. I pick it little by little and I place. I pick little, I place. That way you have control and you are in control of your application. So I will do the same. I will do the same thing to all highlighted places. Then once I'm okay, before I will proceed to setting the entire face. To set the rest of the face, I'm using powder palette from Bicham Ageless Cosmetics. I didn't show it, but the powder I'm using here is Bicham Ageless Cosmetics powder palette. So I'll be using the powder palette to set the rest of the face. You see what I mean when I say that I won't be using a powder blush? Even though I've already set the face with a powder, my blush is still peeking through. I'll be using a powder a shade darker to, set my contour to make it more pronounced. I mean, you need to snatch that nose. Up next, I'll be using this setting powder from Blood Beauty Cosmetics. This is like one of my fave setting powder. It's very silky, it's very, very silky. I love working with it. It doesn't leave the under eye tacky and all. So I'll be using it to bake the face. Then I'll be setting the brows with her skin shade from my powder palette. so we can proceed to outlining the brows. I'll be outlining the brows using my brow pencil from Davies, an OG. So I'll be outlining the lower part of the brows and also do the same for the top. I do it gently before proceeding to, fill the brows. So you take your time during this process. I make sure that my pencil is as sharp as possible. If it's blunt, I will sharpen it again, or you can sharpen, you know, maybe about 3 to 4 pencils, so you can be switching them when working. That way, it's faster. Anyhow, so I'll be making soft strokes, upward strokes, like small, small strokes to mimic like a natural hair. I'll be working my way through, making sure that I'm achieving what I want to achieve. I repeat the same process to the other side now. I'm defining the brow bone using a very light concealer. I will take my time using an angle brush. I'm using a very light concealer on the brow bone area. After which, I'll be going in with her foundation shade. It will help me blend it out seamlessly without, leaving a harsh line both in the beginning and the tail of the brows. So just take your time, be precise because everything about brow application is precision. I'll be using a blending brush to marry everything together and make everything seamless. Blending is key. So far as is makeup, blending is key. So blend it out, blend, blend, blend. I'll be repeating the same process to the other side of the brows. So I'll be blending it out. Before I proceed to the next step, I'll be setting the concealer with a powder shade that is as light as the concealer. Guys, I'm sorry I skipped the eyeshadow part. It's a very long one and I really want to make it as detailed as possible. So I'll be posting it in another tutorial so I can make it a very detailed eyeshadow tutorial. Okay? So let's proceed. I'll be using this brown shade. The lipstick I'm using right now is from Avor Cosmetics in the shade 28, I think. So I'll be using a flat lip brush from Julie Diamond Cosmetics to apply it, you know, precision as always. So apply up and make a heart shape in the middle. That's if you want to, depending on how you want it. So you need to take your time to do this. So I'll be applying on the bottom lips to make it as precise as possible. After which we will apply the next color because I'm going for an ombre lips. So your application matters. Up next, I'll be applying this coral color in the middle of the lips. This lippy is from Nuban Beauty. Actually, it's a corrector, but I love to use it as a lippy. I'll be applying it in the middle. After which, I will use a fan to dry it so it becomes tacky. That way, I will have coverage. Now, I'll be blending it out. You know, to marry the both colors together because, like I said, everything about makeup is all about blending. I'll be blending it as so to make sure that there are no harsh lines. After which, I'll be going in with the next color, which is a cream color from Bicham Ageless Cosmetics. I'll be applying it in the middle of the lips to create the perfect ombre lips I'm going for. You apply it and blend out because you don't want to have like a line of demarcation or hash line, you know. So I'll be applying up and down and blend it out as so. I'll be dusting out the setting powder I have on her face, you know, to make everything come together nicely. After this step, I'll be spraying her face with my setting spray. The setting spray I'll be using is from Kiss Beauty, after which I will dry it up and then let's glow her face with this highlighter palette from Nuban Beauty. Guys, look at that glow. Ooh, I love me a glowy looking finish. So I'll be applying the highlighter on the highest point of her cheeks. The key to achieving a perfect glow is building up. Don't pack everything at once because if you do, it will cluster. Just, take it little by little and build up. I'll be using a tiny brush to apply on the tip of her nose and the bridge of her nose as well. Up next, I'll be using a clear gloss on her lips, applying it all over her lips to create a very succulent and yummy lips. So take your time and apply. And guys, here we have it, the perfect glowy bridal makeup glam. Everything is given. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you can join this awesome family. Turn on your post notifications so you'll be notified when I make a post. Like, comment, and share my videos. Until next time, bye.